Ojama! What's up, guys? Oh, camera angles. Terrible. Whew. What's up, guys? I'm giving you a new discussion video. And I'm not going to be doing these videos weekly anymore because I just feel like doing it more often. And today is about Ojama cards. Ojama cards are really good. But no, today isn't talking about just Ojama cards and what's so good about them. It's talking about Ojama's future. Now, I want to talk to you guys about future cards of Ojamas that I think could really turn the game and really make Ojamas a lot stronger than they are, but not overpowered whatsoever. Make it still easy for the monsters to be destroyed. Okay. You ready? Drum roll, please. Ojama Purple and Ojama God. I know what you guys are thinking. What? Well, you see, Ojama Blue is such a good card in the Ojama deck as it is that Konami created. Why not go ahead and put him into an even bigger scale? You see, Ojama Purple is the mixture of red and blue. So why don't we go ahead and make the Ojamas red and blue, fuse and mix to create purple? You see, Ojama Purple, in my eyes, this is the envisioned effect I could imagine coming from Ojama Purple. Once per turn, while this card's on the field, you can prevent one Ojama monster from being destroyed by battle. That's it, just battle. Okay, if you can prevent him from being destroyed by battle, that's good. But if you prevent him from card effects and all that stuff, he turns into a little bit of a bitch, especially since he's not necessarily an XYZ monster. In fact, you could go ahead and turn him into an XYZ if you wanted to. I just think it's bullshit, and I figure that the Ojama fusions should completely stay in this deck, and I think that that should stay. So, let's continue down the road. Ojama Purple, why is he not overpowered? Why should he be part of this? Purple's not overpowered because he only prevents one monster from being destroyed by battle. Card effects still go through. So, Fissure, BLS, who else? Chaos Sorcerer, any banishment or any destruction, Dark World Lightning theme pooper, I think that's how it works, Raigeki Break. All these cards that will destroy it by a card effect still go through. There's not a damn thing that can stop it. And I don't think there's a card out there that can really stop it other than, you know, Dark Bribing kind of stuff like that. So, aside from that, what would the status of the monster be? Well, with this monster, we're going to keep the same old tradition of Ojamas going, so 0 attack points. However, for the defense points, I want to give him 2,000. The reason why I want to give him 2,000 is because you don't want to make this monster so powerful to where the opponent cannot beat him. And then the fact that, well, once the opponent is able to defeat him, oh, what do you know, he can't be destroyed by battle once per turn. We don't want that, okay? What we want is something that, you know, will give a little bit of a challenge, like a 2K beat stick. Yet at the same time, it's kind of a little difficult because you have to pull it off twice in the same turn. I have milk, and that's not the only thing. I have milk and cookies. Yum. Anyway, that's not the only thing. Ojama God. I know what you guys are thinking. What? Ojama God. This is the bigger, the badder, the more badass Ojama monster than Ojama King. Don't get me wrong, Ojama King's a great card and everything, and he really helps out with locking the field down, him and Ojama Knight. But you see, I feel like there can be more, okay? Although the fact that Ojama King can be really powerful, and when you go ahead and put King, and you go ahead and put Knight on the field, it really locks down the field only because, well, you see King over here prevents 3 of the opponent's monster card zones from being used, while Ojama Knight over here goes ahead and stops the other 2 that King can't get a hold of. So, this is what I'm trying to get at when I say this. All I want to know is why did Konami go ahead and give us red and blue and country and not expect to stop? I don't think they're going to, which is why I would like to go ahead and get this video out there. So if for whatever reason a purple or a god comes out there, I can say that I had either the reason they made it or I fucking called it. But Ojama God, this is the effect. It's 2 or more Ojama monsters, and the Ojama monster Ojama King, gains 1,000 1,000 defense for every Ojama monster used in the fusion summoning for that card. But however, he cannot be special summoned by any other ways other than fusion summon. Okay? Meaning, just imagine this. Hand destruction. Hand destruction gets rid... Just imagine this is the field, okay? You have... Okay, we're going to say red in the hand, green in the hand, and 2 blues in the hand with a poly face down and Ojama Country out. Okay, we'll just say that. So here's your hand. You play hand destruction, okay? You get rid of the 2 Ojama blues. Ojama blues effect states that when it's sent to the graveyard, you can pick 2 Ojama cards from the deck and add it directly to the hand. So you discard these 2, you draw 2, whatever these 2 can be. We're going to state that they're 2 spell cards, maybe Ojama Countries, okay? The effects of Ojama blues resting in your graveyard, their effects will now activate, adding 4 Ojama cards to your hand. This is where the monsters are. So here's a red, here's a green, and now you got 4 more Ojama monsters. So, let's go ahead and do this. We'll play red. Red will summon everyone, okay? In fact, you don't even have to do this, but let's just go ahead and do it. So the fact that red summons everyone, this is when you play Polymerization. Now, there's going to be, if I'm correct, I did my, tracking everything correct, there's going to be 4 Ojamas out there. You go ahead and play Poly, you get a 4,000 attack point Ojama monster. Well, 4,000 defense points. Then, Ojama Country kicks in and swaps the attack and defense of all monsters on the field, putting him into a 4K beat stick, making him an extremely powerful monster. However, this can get better. If you abuse the power of Ojama Blue and constantly bring him back for whatever loop, like Monster Reincarnation, discard blue, adds blue back. Monster Reincarnation, discard a blue, adds blue back. That will constantly be bringing 2 Ojama cards to your hand. Now, the reason why this isn't a good idea is because there's not a reason to have so many Ojama monsters in your hand at one time, for now. However, if there's a monster later on, and in fact, it doesn't even have to be an Ojama monster. If there's a monster later on that states it gains 1,000 attack points for every beast-type monster that was used in the fusion summon of this card, then 1, I'm going to say I called it and they stole my idea, and 2, I'm going to say that this is going to be the Ojama God, okay? This is what we're going to want to go ahead and throw into these Ojama decks and turn them into a badass. Now, are they going to do this? I don't think, but here's the thing. Ojama God, let's say you use 8 Ojama monsters, because it won't be that hard if you play your cards right. Like I said, the Ojama loop will really work good for you, okay? So, let's go ahead and just, humor me. Let's go ahead and play Ojama Blue, you get that loop going, you get 8 Ojama monsters in your hand and you poly it. You get an 8K beat stick right there. What makes him not overpowered? Well, even if you have purple on the field, he does become a very powerful monster. However, card effects still phase him. Also, he's a prime candidate for Magic Cylinder. And there's not an Ojama card that, frankly, I would make, making it so that card effects can't harm anyone. Maybe if they turned Ojama purple into an XYZ, just hear me out, and he had 2 effects, detach an XYZ material, and you gain 1 of the effects, and 1 effect is once cannot be destroyed by battle. Any Ojama monster on the field once per turn cannot be destroyed by battle, or once per turn while a card effect would target an Ojama monster you control, you can negate the activation and destroy the card. Maybe that seems a little better. However, I still feel like that with God would be incredibly overpowered and broken. However, go ahead and Mirror Force, rip the effect of purple out, then Magic Cylinder God, when God is super strong, that will ruin the opponent. However, he does keep his God, don't get me wrong, but he used the effect. I never stated that on Ojama Purple it was an effect once per either player's turn. So, that's about it. I don't want this video again as long as it is, so I'm going to go ahead and get off now. But I wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys think about it? Do you guys think that there should be more Ojamas? Do you think that Ojamas just suck? Do you think Ojamas need to stop where they're at? Or do you think that Ojamas should never even be where the fuck they are now? Anyway, guys, I'm going to talk to you later. I'm undead, and yes, I'm a whore. You're a whore. We're all a whore. And Joker's a bigger whore. Joker, if you're watching this right now, because you're probably ending this video, you are a dirty whore. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Again, in the comments below, please tell me what you think about the Ojamas. Also, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. That I would freaking appreciate that, guys. I'll be giving you tech profiles and duels soon. I just got this is the last week of busy stuff going on. Next week, I will be going to the tournament, and I'm not going to participate. However, I'm going to be on everybody's ass recording videos. So, I will talk to you guys later. Anyway, peace.